Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers. Welcome to a brand new Doctor Who video for today. So in this video, I'm going to talk about one of my favourite stories out of season 17. So early last week, well, I think it was around about Thursday, Friday, around about that time, we had report that season 17 was actually coming out in the Blu-ray range, which as you can see, I got them all nicely lined up now on their own separate shelf, so I can actually add to them. So I thought I'd quickly rewatch one of my favourite stories out of that season, and it is a fantastic story by Douglas Adams. Now, you might be going, oh, he's on about Shada. I am actually not on about Shada. I'm actually going to be talking about Doctor Who, The City of Death. So here is the VHS version of this story. Here's the second release of that story on VHS. So this one is from 1991 and this one's from 2001. And then, of course, here is the DVD release of that story. I absolutely do love this story. It's a great story. It's funny, and this is the very first time Doctor Who actually has the budget to go and film outside the UK. So they actually pick France in Paris. And it's actually a great one. The villain is known as Scavrok. Now, Scavrok ends up splitting himself through time and space because he's the I can't remember his species names. It's like Scavrok the last I would say Jakafest, but the Jakafest was with Heckelson. So I have to say Scaroff. I'm going to name him by his actual thing. I can't remember his species name. Unfortunately, I am sorry about that. I absolutely do like Scaroff. He is a great, interesting villain in a way. I like how he wants to get all his selves back into one in point in time to stop him from going back in time, to stop him from pressing the takeoff button. Now, why he's actually messing about with the time distortion thing, the Doctor and Romana ends up noticing it in Paris. I like the bit of that in the cafe where the Doctor goes, I told you not to turn around. Because there was this man drawing Romana and put a clock face on her. Again, this is a great way to represent that she's a Time Lord, and he can see that. That is the one thing I do enjoy of this story. Well, one of the things. The other thing I love is when they go into the art museum. So you got Duncan, who I think would have been a good companion. So in this, he's like a one-off companion because he does go in the TARDIS. I do like Duncan in this. I like how he goes into the TARDIS with the Doctor talking to Kenai. Go, but Kenai! In the art gallery, and you have that person with that woman. The person plays, I think it's Basil in Fawlty Towers. I know he stars in Fawlty Towers. I can't remember his actual name. He's a popular chameleon. I actually love the fact where he's there talking about this woman in the archive where the TARDIS parks, and they all go in the TARDIS, and it eventually she goes, quite explicit. I absolutely love that. Tom Baker has some great other scenes in this story. I love the bit where he goes, what a wonderful butler, so violent. Hello. With the Countess. I absolutely do love the story. And the thing with Mona Lisa, when the Doctor goes to Leonardo da Vinci and then he writes, this is a fake. This is a fake. This is a fake on the Mona Lisa. It's absolutely a good thing. It's something the Doctor actually would do. I can actually, even if this wasn't a Tom Baker story, I really think this would have been a Matt Smith story. Matt Smith would have gone, this is a fake. This is a fake. You can just imagine Matt Smith doing it, Doctor, but Tom Baker's Doctor, it does absolutely make me laugh every time, because then underneath the painting he has this is a fake underneath it. It's absolutely brilliant. No, Tom Baker, you're the best. But this is why Tom Baker is one of my favourite Doctors, and I'm quite looking forward to having season 17 released on Blu-ray, even though season 17 is the weakest season for me out of Tom's run, but it's still pretty much enjoyable. City of Death is absolutely an amazing story. I absolutely love it. So that's a few bits and dabs. So my actual review on this story is an absolutely iconic story. It is absolutely amazing and fantastic, and let alone it's even just brilliant. This is Tom Baker at his best. At his best. And to be honest with you, I really do think this really does slot in with seasons 12, 13 and 14 really, really well. This is the one story I really think that really fits out in the Graham Williams area, that fits out for Tom Baker's story after seasons 12, 13 and 14. So I'm absolutely looking forward, if the rumours are true, that this is the season to come out on Blu-ray, because I'm looking forward to seeing them sit down and talk about this story on Behind the Sofa. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they can actually get Lyanna Ward to talk about, because unfortunately I couldn't get her for the season 18 box set, which is this one here in season 18. They couldn't get her in to talk about like the Behind the Sofa, so I'm hoping they can get Lyanna Ward in, sit next to Tom Baker, her ex-husband, and just sit about and talk about this story. It's a really great story. I do like this story, I have to say. Scavrok is a really interesting villain. I would actually like to see his species return at some point. I would actually like to see his actual species to return in modern Doctor Who, if it can be done properly. Now, not after what they've done with the Silurians, because I would really like to see the Silurians return. I've always said it from series, round about series 2 up to series 4, I like the Silurians return. And when I did for series 5, it's like, what have they done? They've literally got rid of the half, like the reptile stuff. And then it's just like, they're like humanoid. Oh, what the hell have they gone and done to Silurians? But I really don't want them to do this to Scavrok, because I actually do think that his race is absolutely amazing. That cliffhanger at part 1, where you just see him go into a mirror, looking at himself in the mirror, and then all of a sudden he rips off his face, and you see this green, big, bald head with tentacles and a giant eye, and then you just go, "Meow." I absolutely love that cliffhanger. The thing is with cliffhangers in Doctor Who, now after every single story's got a cliffhanger at the end of part 1 up to part 4 or part 5 or part 10 or whatever. It's always an iconic thing about Doctor Who, the cliffhangers, and it's really one of the reasons why I think Doctor Who needs to go back to the old ways of classic Doctor Who. So, do I recommend this story? Yes, I would actually. This is the one story I highly would actually recommend. It is a brilliant Tom Baker story set in season 17. And if it is true that it is coming out on Blu-ray, then absolutely fantastic. This story with Shada are definitely the highlights of this season. So, thank you for watching this video. Please do like, subscribe and share. Have a great day and join me tomorrow for another Doctor Who video. I'm going to be taking a break from Star Trek for a bit now, because I've got to get through my entire whole list of Doctor Who videos I've actually got to make. So join me tomorrow for a Doctor Who video, where I have been doing, admittedly, in the past, like a Star Trek video, then a Doctor Who video. So there's like 2 videos a day. I'm actually going to cut this down to 1 a day. So say 1 day Doctor Who, 1 day Star Trek, 1 day Doctor Who, Doctor Who, Doctor Who, or Star Trek. So mainly around about a weekend. I mainly just do like a video on Saturdays and Sundays of Doctor Who or Star Trek really, and then have Monday to Friday talk about Doctor Who. I actually might do that a bit more often. But so anyway, I just want to say thank you to the 102 subscribers. You are fantastic, and thank you for liking my videos. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and thank you for being magnificent Time Lords. And I will see you up there in the universe.